Thank you for tuning in. This is Learn with Moji again. Without wasting most of our time, let's go straight to our mathematics questions. So now we are on our text 10, question number 31. And the first question says, if you share 45 in the ratio 3:2, find the smaller share. So number 32, in ratio 3:2, the first thing you do here is 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5. Then we are to work with the smaller ratio, which will be 2/5 multiplied by, what is the number given? 45. That will be 5 here 1, 5 here 9. That will be 2 times 9, which is equal to 18. So the smaller ratio there is 18, which is option D. We are given a graph here, so we are using the graph to answer our question. They said the graph below represents the journey made by a lorry traveling at a constant speed. It stops for some times on the way and then continues the journey at the same speed. So the first question says, at what time did the lorry stop doing the journey? So we will trace it, which is it stopped at 2 p.m. It stopped, it was going straight, but when it got to 2, it stopped. So number 32, our answer there is E, at 2 p.m. So number 33, says, how far has the lorry gone by 6 p.m.? So go to where 6 p.m. is between 200 and 250, and we have 225. So we are going for 225, which is option B. Number 34, we are to express 0.025 as a fraction in its lowest time. 0.025. So because we have 3 digits here, we are going to have 25 over 1000. So turn this is 0 to 1, then turn others. 25 here 1, 25 in 100, that is 4. So we are having 1 over 40. Simple. 35, if 1 naira is equal to $1.58, express 200 in dollars. So what we are having there will be 200 multiplied by 1.58. Number 35, that will be 200 multiplied by 1.58. So let's go. 200 multiplied by 1.58. So you take it 1 by 1, that is 16. You take the 5, 0, 0, 10. You take the 1, 0, 0, 2. So it's 0, 0, 6, 1, 3. So we are having this, let's count it. So that's going to be $316. Do we have it there? That is option A. So number 36 question. Change is 0.55 kg to a gram. So we are multiplying that by 1000. That will be 1000 multiplied by 0.55. And you get your answer. Number 37, in a village there are 250 women and 120 men. If for a level each woman has to pay 30 kobo and each man 50 kobo, how much will be collected by the level? We are told that women are paying 30 kobo and we have 250 women there. Number 37, we have 250 women and they are to pay 30 kobo, and that is for women. And for the men, we have 120 men and they are to pay 50 kobo. 120 men and they are to pay 50 kobo. So let's do our multiplication. 250 multiplied by 30. Any number multiplied by 0 gives you 0. This is 15, 6, 7. And that's 750. That's 7. So for women, we have 7,500. And for the men, they are paying 120. We have 120 men and each paying this. So you do the same thing. 0, 10, 5, 6. So that is 6,000. So when you add this together, it's 0, 0, 5, 13. So we have 13500, but this is still in kobo. So you divide it by 100. This cuts this. So we are having 135 naira. So the total money that will be collected there is 135 naira. Question number 8 says, what is the value of 5 in the numbers? We have 21,587. So obviously the 5 there represents 500. Number 38, we have 21,587. So the value of this 5 is 500. Number 39, a train leaves Ibadan for Lagos at 8 o'clock in the morning. The train travels 32 kilometers every hour. The distance between Ibadan and Lagos is 128 kilometers. At what time will it get back to Ibadan if it stays for only 30 minutes in Lagos? So they've told us from Ibadan to Lagos is 128. Let's start interpreting the question. From Ibadan to Lagos, is equal to 128 kilometers. From the question, we are given that. And the next thing is, and we are told that the train covers 32 kilometers every hour. So it's going to be 128 divided by 32. 128 divided by 32, which is equal to 4. And we are told that he started the journey by 8. So we have gotten 4. That's the 8 o'clock he started with the 4 hours, which is equal to 12. That is not still our final answer. We are told that he stayed there for 30 minutes. So it's going to be plus 30 minutes. And that gives us 12:30 p.m. So that is the time, that is it there. Number 40 question says, a long distance bus left Lagos at 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday and arrived just at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday. So that means 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday to 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday. 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday to 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday. That is 24 hours. Is that our final answer? No. But it got to just 6:30 p.m. So from that 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. So we have another 11 hours. And that will be 24 hours plus 11 hours, which is equal to 35 hours. Do we have it there as option E? So that is leading us to question number 41. Question number 41. They say change is 0.7 to percentage. Anywhere you hear the word percentage, that is 100. So number 41. We have to change what? Is 0.7 to percentage. So that will be 100 times 0.7, and that gives us what? So do that, and let me have the answer in the comment section. So number 42. Tunde, Ayo and Shade were given 780 naira by their father to share. If Ayo took twice as much as Tunde and Shade took 3 times as much as Tunde, how much did Tunde, Ayo and Shade get respectively? Just like the first question we did, we are told the number that Tunde is X, then Ayo is the double of this, which is 2x, and Shade is 3 times of. So what are we going to do here? So when they get all this, the money given to them by their father is 780. So that would be 2 times 3, that is 6x, which is equal to 780. Take away x from the equation. So we have 780 divided by 6. 6 in 7, 1. Remainder 1. 6 in 18, that is 3. And 6 in 0, that is 0. So obviously, the first person which is Tunde is getting this. And we are told that Ayo, this is Tunde, this is Ayo, and while this is Shade, we are told that Ayo got double of what Tunde got. So that's going to be for Ayo, it will be 130 times 2, which is equal to 260. And for Shade that got times 3 of it, it's going to be 130 times 3. 3 multiplied by 0 is 0. This is 9 and this is 3. So the first person is getting 130, while the second person is getting 260, and the third person will be getting 390. Do we have it in the option? That is option D. I hope you get that, and in case there is any question over that, you can do well to put it in the comment section. So now to number 43. I made a profit of 20% on a radio which is sold for 144 naira. Calculate the cost price of the radio. We are only told the profit he made and how much he sold it, but for the price he bought it, we are not told in the question. So that is what we are looking for now. So the selling price is how much? Number 43. From the question, the selling price is 144. But for the profit is what? Profit percentage still from the question, that is 20%. So now that we have the profit to be 20%, and it is of X because we don't know how much he actually bought it, we are only told. So that means 20% of S is equal to how much? So when you multiply that is 0.20. And to get there, so the selling price is equal to cost price plus the profit. Selling price is how much? 144. The cost price is how much? The cost price is not known, which is equal to X. And the profit is what? Is 0.20. So that will be 144 is equal to X plus 0.20. And let's divide both sides by what? 1.2. So we should divide both sides by 1.2. Let's put it here. So if you have done that, so that will be what? 144 divided by 1.2, which is equal to what? 120. So for the price he bought it, we have 120. So that is option B. And that leads us to number 44. They say, which is the heaviest of the weights shown below? We have half kg, which is equal to 500 grams. We have 0.6 kg, which is equal to 600 grams. We have 0.8 kg, which is equal to 800 grams. We have 125, we have 475. So obviously, we have 500, 600, 800, 125, and 475. So the biggest there is 0.8 kg. Number 44. So 0.8 kg, which is equivalent to what? 800 grams. Number 45. Number 45 question says, in a school, the first lesson of the day starts at 8:05 a.m. There are 3 lessons of 35 minutes each, and then break is at the end of the 3rd lesson. What time does the break start? We are told that the school starts 8:05. The first lesson, which is 35. So let's do it as 35 plus 35, the second lesson plus the 3rd lesson. 35, 35, 35, that is 105. So for the first, let's take the first 35, 35, that is 1 hour 10 minutes. 1 hour 10 minutes plus 8:05, that will be 9:15. and we are still having 35 left. So 35 and 15, that is 50. So it will be taking place by 9:50 a.m. Let me see if you have it in the option C. Sixth question, the internal postage rate for letters are as follows. Sealed letter for 5 kobo per letter. Unsealed letter 2 kobo per letter. So let's interpret that. For sealed letter, it is how much? 5 kobo. And for the unsealed letter, it is 2 kobo. If a messenger posted 8 unsealed, and 20 sealed letter, how much did he pay all together? 5 times this is 0, that is 100. 2 times 8, that is 16. So we have 116. Do we have it there? This is 116 kobo. So if you are changing it to naira, you divide it by 100, and that gives you 1 naira 16 kobo. All you have to do is just get the question well interpreted. You will be able to do it well. So now to number 47 question. A rectangular water tank 6 cm by 4 meter by 5 meter is half filled of water. That's number 47. We are told that it is what? 6 meter by 4 meter. That was the formula. So 6 meter by 4 meter by 5. But the question is, it is half full. So whatever answer we get here, you divide it by 2 to get our final answer. 6 times 5, that is 30. 30 times 4, that is 120. So we have 120 divided by 2 because it is half full, and that gives us 60 centimeter. So number 48, what gives all the prime numbers between 0 and 7? Numbers that nothing can go in them except 1 and the number itself. We are told is 0 and 7. The first one is 0 to 7. Obviously no, because 2, 4 and 6, something can still go. We have 6 in option B, which makes it wrong. We have 4 in option C, which makes it wrong. So the correct answer there is D. Prime numbers between 0 to 7. So we have it as 2, 3, 5, 7. Between those numbers, it is just the number there that can go. So for our number 49 question, before we come to the end of the questions, they said the perimeter of a square table is 6 meters. What is the length of one of its sides? The first side, but now that they've told us that it is 6, so what are we going to do? And normally it is 4, so we are going to make that 6 divided by 4, which gives you what? 1.5. So 1.5 times 4 gives you 6. If one side of it is known, the whole side is 6 and it is of 4, so one side of it will be divided by 4 to get it. So now to number 50 question, which is the last question for today's class. Mr. Biada borrowed 200 naira and agreed to pay an interest of 10 kobo per naira for months. If he paid back the loan and interest just 2 months, he has promised to be paying 10 kobo every month, but now he was able to pay the whole loan within 2 months. So how much is he expected to pay after the second month, which is question number 50. So let's take the question back. So what we are going to do here is going to be the loan amount is equal to how much? 200 naira. The interest is what? 10 kobo, which is the same thing as 0.1 naira. Zero like this. Still the same thing. So what are we going to? So that will now be 200 times 0.10, which is equal to what? 20. And this is for the first month. For the second month, it's the same thing. In naira. So at the end of the 2 months, is expected to pay 240, both the loan borrowed and the interest expected to pay, and that's, we have it in option D. So now we have come to the end of today's class. In case you are seeing my face for the first time, please do well to subscribe, and if there is any question, I would like you to put it in the comments section, which I will definitely read and interpret to. Happy resumption in advance. I love you.